Fossil Creek, Arizona today. Fossil Creek is known for its beautiful, bright blue, crystal clear water made that way from the calcium carbonate dissolved in the water.
Fossil Creek Falls. Amazing.
Speaking of creeks, Jesse St. Louis is in one.
I'm at Fossil Creek in Arizona in the toilet bowl, and this is one of the most extreme swimming holes in the world.
That swimming hole has actually killed one person. Many people have had to be rescued, and there is a rather unique way of getting out of it.
I'm about to get flushed.
Yeah, I know. I mean, honestly, I was like, yee, but also, I mean, if you've got goggles, it's only underwater for about 5 seconds. What if you knock your head? Well, funny you should say that, Nick.
What did you do to your head?
Lightly grazed it on the exit of the toilet bowl.
That doesn't look like a light graze.
Right? What did we learn, Jesse?
Don't do what I do.
You heard it here first.
It's going to be an epic day out here in San Bernardino National Forest. So we still have a long way to go to get to the spot we're trying to find, but there is an abundance of sweet little pools, and the further up the river we go, the bigger and deeper the pools get. We are not alone in this beautiful, lush paradise. We found our first tarantula of the day.
What we failed to realize was the most dangerous part of the day was yet to come. We had overlooked the time it would take us to get out of the canyon, and by the time we reached what we thought was our final destination, it would take us another 6 hours to backtrack down the river. So we decided to take a more risky course and climb up the walls of the canyon out.
Guys, it has been an adventure.
What's so funny?
That is crazy.
Yeah, this hiker is laughing, but the situation they find themselves in is no laughing matter at all. Jesse St. Louis and his friend Willie Price were out enjoying the Santa Ana Mountains when suddenly the skies opened up and down came rain. Well, they decided to take cover in a cave.
Right.
Which seemed like a good idea, but the deeper they got into it, they realized they had a flash flood on their hands.
They're going to be up that special creek without paddles soon.
El Nino caught up to them.
Yeah, at one point, they have to crawl through some really tight spaces, and they know they have to do it quickly, but not too brashly, because if they get themselves stuck with rushing water, it could be fatal.
This is awesome!
The craziest thing, though, is that throughout this whole thing, while it is dangerous, and they know it's dangerous, and they're being very careful, they're still finding the joy in this situation.
That's a nervous laugh, right?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. You good, dude? I'm good. We're good.
We're in a raging river in this awesome cave.
It's not quite so awesome now. I prefer a lazy river. And think how slippery that is.
Well, yeah, exactly. They decided to just keep moving forward.
That's pretty bold.
Now, right here, you see them crawling through a really tight nook as they make their final way out of the cave.
Hell yeah!
We're in the dog days of summer here in Southern California. Everywhere you look, it's dry. But I decided to take 2 of my subscribers with me to go explore a canyon deep in the mountains to see if there was still a hidden waterfall flowing in Southern California.
Little baby falls here, lots of bushwhacking, lots of boulder hopping, crossing, creek crossing, poodle bush, poison oak, stinging nettle. And here's something. Dude, we made it to this beautiful, hidden, 50-foot waterfall. Pristine, nobody else is here, no graffiti. We're right now, I'm jumping in that beautiful, giant, pristine, clear pool and enjoy the fruits of my labor.
That's why Jesse St. Louis and his wife Samantha found this place.
Ooh, that's gorgeous. Where is it?
Slide life.
This is up in Oregon, Gail, and they have found themselves a beautiful natural water slide.
Nice.
Ooh. It's a blast.
That was awesome!
It's so cool. They estimate it to be around 35 feet high.
And it is near vertical towards the bottom.
And look at the clarity of the water in the pool below. You see Jesse and his wife here wearing wetsuits. He suggests that as opposed to bathing suits.
Because there are some, not jagged rocks, but little bumpy spots. Just a little bumpy.
I've done something like that, very similar, where I was absolutely so surprised that it was smooth. I mean, just porcelain smooth. It's so cool.
That is really cool. Do they share the exact location, or are they keeping that to themselves?
You said Oregon. I mean Georgia, right? It was in Georgia? Georgia.
They do not. They keep that to themselves. But if you get yourself out there, do a little bit of research online. You can find many of these natural water holes all over the place. Get out, do a little bit of hiking, and just get back to nature.
We're in the San Gabriel Mountains today in search for the elusive 40-foot natural water slide known as Stoddard Canyon Falls. Epic water slide. The flow is not that great. It's only a waist deep, so I did hit my butt when you slide down. I will say I would like to see the locals take better care of this spot. I'd like to see less graffiti and less garbage. Next time I come up here, I'm gonna have to bring some garbage bag to clean up some messes. And as always, be infamous. We're taking a trek deep into the jungle to a secret waterfall known only to the locals and one Bear Grylls. He shot an episode in this area at this waterfall and kind of billed it as this hardcore thing, which it's pretty hardcore, but not as hardcore as he was trying to make it out to be. There's really only one guide that'll take you up here, and luckily I happen to be friends with him, so he's taking us to his little secret waterfall spot, which I'm really grateful for. Going into the waterfall!
So this is it, the amazing waterfall. We were swimming in the pool up above this earlier. Beautiful pool up there. Bear Grylls rappelled from the top of that. Awesome. Off the beaten track. Nobody knows about this except for my buddy Mikey.